I'm a Jim Wolf, and welcome back to more Shadows of the Templar, Broken Sword 1, Director's Cut. I think it's Shadows of the Templars, Templars of Shadows. It's one of the two. Now, do I take the Bible to the priest, or do I take the Bible to the old woman? I'll go to the Countess and give her the Bible and see if that helps. Ooh. See, I think the references will help in finding the missing children here. And probably the
Hello
chess
again.
piece.
Mind if I sit?
Please.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
I'll have a look around.
Right then, Lopez. You may be able to help us discover a well that will lead us to the missing children. I mean, this is a nice place. I would live here. If I was rich. But I'm not. Although, hey, if you ever kill me.
Hi, Lopez.
Certainly.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios.
Do I go back to Paris, or do I go talk to the old woman again?
Hello again. Mind if I...
Please.
Does this tissue...
Where is this?
Nowhere help. I'll have a look...
My...
Right.
I wasn't gonna put on...
Wait, that armor's heavy as hell, right? So if you walked over a... not manhole, like... a place that used to be a well, thanks, Martin. Wouldn't it give way?
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose.
Anything, Lopez?
Hi, Lopez.
Certainly.
Any idea?
Not as yet.
Any idea?
Not
Catch you later.
as...
Mausoleum, summer. It was the driveway. I didn't want...
Okay, we can't leave yet. So there must be something I'm missing. Let's go to the mausoleum.
The De Vasconcello, where 510... I wasn't about to go... There was a statue. He looked like a knight with a...
Is there any way up there?
I wasn't about to go clambering... High up in... I guess they might open them.
Something by directing the light, you know.
It was too... The lectern was bare.
I was kinda hoping. Okay, no.
Now what? Feeling like an idiot. I couldn't climb up there. It was a rock. I guessed it was for snuff.
Okay, I'm gonna take a hint here and see what the hell I have to do. There's this big tempting candle in the ceiling of the mausoleum. Can I light it? A way for a flame to reach that high. Alright. The window pole is long enough to make it flammable. Oh, for crying out loud. Now what? You can do that first. It's better. What the hell's that?
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key. It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had...
Hey, Lopez, you any idea on the hole?
Hi, Lopez.
Certain?
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a...
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dowsing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick. A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
Where? Oh.
I went over to find a suitable stick. I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing. Hi, Lopez.
Certainly.
This tissue is charred.
You won't get any argument from...
Do you know what this is?
No, senor.
Yeah, I think it probably is.
Where did you get...
It was hidden inside the big candle in the mausoleum.
And you burnt it? I wondered what the light was I saw through the window. My lady will be furious. The candle was centuries old.
Ah. Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios.
Yeah, but it's a perfect place to hide a key, mind you. The fact that the Inquisition or whatnot did not find said key was... Oh, there you go.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it. What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
Good.
What does this charred tissue suggest?
You have
I'll have a look around.
my...
Huh. Right. Kinda hoping it was the missing chest piece, but it wasn't.
I wasn't...
Damn it.
The main part...
I didn't think so. So you tell me there's not a single Y branch? That's devastating.
So that was what a hazel...
The hell's that chain for?
There wasn't a single use...
Alright. Alright. Let's look around the yard a bit more. See if there's another hazel tree around here somewhere.
It was the dry... I didn't... Down below the estate, I could see the sea stretching away. It was a beautiful sight, and looked a lot like the scene from the manuscript. I wasn't about to go... George Stowe. The candle... It was too... The lector... Now what? Feeling like...
I can't believe I've been stumped again already. Must be another tree around here that is a hazel tree. And I can't leave either. God darn it. There's the window. So those are hazel trees. You can't have just those ones, can you? Should move faster, George. I really wish you would move a lot faster. I'll go in there in a sec. I wanna... Ah!
I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha! It was a thin...
Ugh, yawning. Lopez, I have found the Y stick. We can search and find the water horn.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
10 years later. At least I don't know how to do it.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this. Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide, Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat.
I think we're dying, so let's go take a look at the lion. Face, head. Looks like a demon, but could be a lion.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey! One of the fangs is a separate piece. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger. Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Signor Stopper! Signor Stopper! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
Que susto me has dado! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars. I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had to rely on touch. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
Oh, I was kind of hoping it would reflect.
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light from above. There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Ha ha ha! Hun-da-da-da-da!
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials. I must have made a mistake. The lock spun back to neutral and nearly took my fingers off. I was going to have to start from scratch again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30... That's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 1 to 9 and 10 to 90. Sorry. I was thinking 13, 14, but...
Damn!
It's 10, 20, 30. Screw it, I don't feel like solving this. Okay, X4, double X7.
I heard the sounds of the lock moving. Either that or the wall was going to come down on my head.
Okay, double X7. 6. Anyways, this is my journal. It is, okay. L triple X 1. And 1. I'll just do this, it's easier for me. 3, 1. X 6, 7, X7. X2 and XX5.
Bonus points for that. I knew the old Stobart fingerwork wouldn't let me.
I'm gonna try and stop using that hint button as much, but... Oh, wow. Let's find the kids.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do.
It sped up, didn't it? God damn it.
You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
George, welcome back.
Come in, George. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
George found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we have got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but...
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
The next morning. Alright, I can save it then, can I? No? Are you serial? Alright then, I'll just say, see you next episode.